A nice, beautiful summer night in Chicago. The year is 1991. Cubs and the Reds are playing. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom. The kids are loving it. We got John Goodman in the booth with Harry Carey. That's a good time. That's Chicago summed up right there, but that's not what this one's about. It's brought to you by DraftKings. We've got the Reds blowing into his hand, chomping away at gum. Andre Dawson in the batter's box, just intimidating. Staring in. Nice mustache. First pitch, outside, called strike by Joe West. Then he fouls that one back. 0-2. Fouls that one back. Remains 0-2. The wind up the pitch. Another ball down the middle. 0-2 again. We're going to take low. 1-2. Look at that batting stance. Unbelievable. Takes up and in. All right. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got ourselves a little bit of an at-bat. He went swinging early after the strike that he didn't agree with. And now he's having patience, takes again. Ball. No, strike 3. He says it broke around the plate. He's mad. Joe West. He says, hey, you want to get tossed? Keep talking. He's fine. I'll walk. And then Joe West does this look. And, man, you got to love Joe West. You got to love him. You got to miss him. Just smiling as smug as can be. Andre Dawson doesn't like that. He looks back at him, and he sees this smile. He says, oh, man, no way. So what are you doing? Ball breaks around the plate. Ball is low, Joe. That is Cubs manager Jim Essien, and they're not even arguing if it's low. He's saying it right around the plate, but he's getting involved from a distance. Ball's low, Joe. I don't think that's what they're talking about. He's not going to leave, though. He's not going to leave his perch. He's going to stay there. And Andre Dawson says, well, why'd you wait so long to make the call? And Joe West, or something along those lines, and Joe West tells him, because I wanted to make sure it was a strike. That's why. He's like, well, what the hell? It wasn't a strike. Come on. And he says, nah, that's bullshit. You saw it. Get out of here. And meanwhile, manager still just standing there looking like what every actor that played a baseball player on sitcoms in the 90s looked like. Now I get it. It just looks like a guy acting to me. But that's how they really looked, I guess. Anyway, he's still not coming out to protect his player, just standing there chomping, and Dawson is still mad. Andre Dawson's still mad. He says, bullshit, the ball breaks around the plate. Come on. And he's saying, you got to make the call when it's crossing. I think that's what he's saying here. He's trying to make the point, like, you got to make the call at the point when it's crossing the plate, and it was on the outside there. I couldn't figure out what the lip read is. Joe West responds in Joe West smug fashion and says, you want me to call it before it gets there? You saw it and you waited to make sure. Something like that. He's throwing the you waited to make sure back in his face, because it does look like that. You saw it and you waited to make sure. So he's just throwing his words back in his face, I guess. And then he gets ejected right away. He says, fuck you. Why the fuck did you throw me out for? Huh? It's bullshit. You're fucking shit. Huh? Now this next line, I'm almost scared to say this because I don't want to put words in people's mouth that I'm not pretty positive. If I have the subtitles on screen, that usually means I'm like 95% sure they're saying this or something relatively very close to this. If I ever am doing voices without the subtitles, I'll take them off, and that means I'm just messing around. To me, it really looks like he says this, but I don't want to say it, and then he's not there. But to me, it really looks like he tells Joe West, he says, fucking pot-belly racist bitch. It just really looks like it to me, but I don't want to be saying that if that's not what he said. Anyway, now the manager finally came out, and Joe West is like, you let him stay right here. Did you want him ejected? You didn't even come help your dude out. Come on. Joe West giving lessons in managing and protecting, and then his eyes get averted up. What is that? Oh, it's a helmet got thrown his way, and then a bat. That's one bat thrown by Andre Dawson. We're going to get a lot more. So just the bats thrown meters at 1. That's all you need to know. Now, everyone's coming over to get him off the field. Manager's going at Joe West, and Joe West is like, what are you doing? He says, so that's your fucking move? To throw me out? Is that right? Oh, that's good. Yeah. That was yours, Jim. Manager's supposed to protect their own player. Now, I'm missing a word here again, but that was yours, Jim. And it looks like he says, managers, something with a P, problems. And then right here, protect your own player. So he's giving him lessons in managing, and he's saying, that one's yours, Jim. Manager's probably supposed to protect their own player, you know, and you didn't protect him. And I was just laughing at him. And this is what Joe West does that for 50 years got people really riled up. Andre Dawson was just arguing about the pitch. He's about to leave. He turned. He saw Joe West smiling at him. He's like, what are you doing? Why are you like smugly smiling at me? You trying to make me even more mad? And then he gets ejected, and then he just smiles at him some more. And now he's doing the smile to the manager as well. And Dawson is like, I want to throw more bats. One's not enough. Joe West looking around, just enjoying the beautiful chaos he has created. I mean, he's loving this. He's loving it. And Dawson's like, you love it? You want more commotion? Okay, fine. Here, bam, 5 more bats coming your way. Let's count them. 2 hands. 5. 5 pinwheels coming his way. And then he's going to grab his hat and his glove. That's it. I'm leaving now, okay? And then he turns, more bats. Take these 2. Damn, now that was 6 more bats. So we're at 12. You got 5 of the light and then 1 black one on the top there. A pack of 3 on the right, and then 1, 2, 3 on the left, plus the 5 from the earlier batch, plus the 1. We're at 12 bats thrown onto the field from Andre Dawson. And he's like, you want more? You want more bats? And umpire Eric Gregg comes over and he's like, hey, man, calm down, please. Let's not throw any more bats. I know that you're upset and all. And he's like, no, I'm going to throw more bats because he just talked to me again. Now, where's the window that he's going to throw these? We've got people standing. How's he going to get them on the field? He finds a way. I'm going to guess that was 6 more bats, a whole barrel full. That's 18 bats onto the field. You pick them all up. Now what happens is the crowd sees how much fun throwing bats onto the field look like, and they say, you know what, Joe West, why don't you include this in your report? The crowd's going to throw some stuff too. And they just start going. He was quoted, Andre Dawson, saying, I don't think the fans do their own thing. I don't, what I do doesn't hinder what they do. I think there's a pretty good correlation that they saw the player throwing stuff on the field and they're like, yeah, it's July 23rd, 1991, and I want to throw stuff on the field. Why not? They threw a lot of stuff on the field. And these guys, I was waiting for them to come up with like a giant shovel or a broom. Nah, everything got picked up one at a time by hand, which seems like a lot, or just swept in like one little broom. Oh, LaRusse is loving it. He's like, oh, this is good. I'm bummed out. I want to be on the other side of this. Does get riled up because of an ejection later. I'll do another video on that one because there's just too much going on. But you look at him just nodding. And then Eric Davis is like, I got a golf ball. Hey, you got this golf ball out here? Who had a golf ball in their pocket? Maybe they went golfing, summer golf, kept one in their pocket, and then they threw it on the field. That's a little scary. I wouldn't want to get hit with a golf ball. People are throwing golf balls. It shows the ump, like, yeah, it's a golf ball. Yeah, it was thrown on the field. Ump's like, okay, I got it. Like, that's all the info. And then they got to sweep everything up. Just look at that. Just like one thing at a time. Whole crew of guys. Those outfits look very uncomfortable for a summer night in Chicago, sweeping up the trash. Just going into that room. That's just the garbage room. Joe West finishes report, adds in, crowd also got mad at me and threw stuff on the field. I enjoyed every moment of all of it. I am good for baseball. Look at the smile. He's loving it. Good times. And then the game continues, and I just wanted to include that pitch because the strike zone has changed so much that is not a strike, and no one argues it. It used to be a hot dog strike zone, and now we've got more of a French fry container strike zone. What visuals from me. I mean, if you don't understand that, take a French fry container from McDonald's from 1991, stand it up. That's a strike. And better yet, I'll use this cup. Is this strike zone now? This was the strike zone then. Class dismissed. Let's hear what Andre Dawson had to say in his post game, because there's some good stuff.
I just didn't think that he showed professionalism. I think, he gave the signal, made him leave the ball game a little bit prematurely.
What do you think the follow-up's going to be?
I don't know. I'm not even concerned about it. I know I'll be fine for being tossed out of the game. And incident with the bats just, lost it a little bit. I was still a little bit perturbed because...
Just lost it a little bit. just a bit perturbed. 18 bats.
He got that little smirk on his face, and, you know, I didn't show him up in any way, and I just felt that he could have bared down a little bit more than the circumstances. And when you run somebody out of the game and you smile at him, that can set him off real easy. He's a red ass. That's all it is to it. And, you know, he thinks he intimidates people.
He's a red ass. I think Joe West just genuinely enjoyed drama and spectacle. Anyway, there you go. More old school breakdowns coming your way. Thank you to MLB for giving me the footage. And thank you to you guys for watching. Thank you to DraftKings for sponsoring. We appreciate you. And we'll be back with more and many blessings.